En goedemorgen allemaal. Hallo, hoi.
Morning.
Zoals
Hello,
jullie zien,
everyone.
gescheiden door een schiereiland.
Actually, we're separated by an island, Simone.
Nou, het is wel een soort van eiland, ja. Oké. Ja,
Right?
oké.
Yeah, it's a fully complete island. And yeah,
Yes,
good morning.
you're right. Good morning. En de winnaar van deze week, the winner of this week is Wim.
Wim, you're doing better and better. Well, I think I already know what he's saying, but would you mind translating for us, Simone?
Good morning. Careful. Holland is beralih. Beralih.
Beralih.
Beralih. Is een soort van concurrent, denk ik. Because it's now a hot season.
Yeah. Well, I think what he's trying to...
Origineel.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's because starting tomorrow, it's the last Sunday of March, and that means that Europe will spring forward.
Yes.
By 1 hour. So,
yes.
But we are, yeah, and it will become spring, and it's what we call summertime. But anyway, Wim, congratulations. And Yvonne, 1, 2, and 3.
2 and 3, all in a row.
Yeah.
Good morning, goedemorgen. Hi, Siep. Good
Hello,
morning,
guys.
good, very early morning, Philip. Or good night, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
And hi, Ernst. Good morning, Dagmar. Sulama Pagi is there. And Ingrid. Hello, Dana. Nice that you in. Herm,
hello, guys.
Petra. Wow, you guys are all there again. Well,
yeah,
thank you
in
for
full
joining.
Force.
Yeah.
As usual.
And yeah, we're separated this week. So
yeah, I'm on
because
Lembeh.
You needed to be on Lembeh. I was there only for 1 day. So
you were here
what's
on
happening?
Thursday.
Yes, and what is
happening?
Well,
what's happening is actually we are preparing to reopen. I'm hoping that most of you got our newsletter that we sent out a couple of days ago. And yeah, the great news is that, we talked about this many times on earlier streams as well, that Indonesia is dropping the restrictions and the quarantine rules more and more, especially for those who are triple vaccinated. And that means that we are seeing the wheels of tourism slowly turning again. So, wait, oh, what's that? Let me just full screen you. So according to Director Imigrasi Jakarta in meeting yesterday, surat akan terbit esok.
Akan terbit esok. And that is already announced. Bandara Samrat and 4 other airports in Indonesia terapkan VOA, visa on arrival. And the official letter will come out tomorrow. So it means that from 1st of April, also Manado will be open for visa on arrival.
That's absolutely fantastic news. That is fantastic. So starting April 1st, you're welcome to enter Indonesia on a tourist visa again. That's just amazing.
That's amazing.
That is great news. Yeah, fantastic. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So that's a lot that's been happening. And I feel it here too. People are getting excited. I'm getting messages from employees, former employees here as well.
Everybody is hiring and want to get certified quickly. And yeah, there's a lot of excitement in the air. Everybody has been locked up for more than 2 years, and it's time to get out again, start again. Yeah. So yeah, we have our first bookings in Monday, in May. We have our first bookings, and yesterday evening, I got a booking for 2 weeks with a group. So I'm really excited about that.
That's perfect. That is absolutely fantastic news, Simone. And
Yes.
also, Jaap is saying he's dropping by to drink some coffee next month. You're
Okay,
absolutely
Jaap,
welcome, Jaap.
you're welcome. Jaap used to work for me.
Okay.
We had some adventures together, putting a mooring block in place.
Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, I think I remember that story.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, great news all around.
Yep,
And yeah, you're completely right. There's this electricity in the air. And as a matter of fact, I spoke to one of our staff members here the other week. I told you this before, but for everyone else, there was interest to hire some people, and some of them said, "No, I'm sorry, we're staying with the Lhasa. It's the place
yep,
where we feel the best, and
yep,
Simone and everyone have done so much for us. We couldn't bear to leave. So that is also very nice to hear that, right?
absolutely. Yep, yep. And here,
And
everybody here in Manado, everybody is very excited because even tomorrow night we have one guest for our villa. So it's just one, but it's yeah,
it's
it's a
someone.
start.
Yeah.
And the whole team has been cleaning up and finishing up this week. And this morning I had someone measuring the curtains for the two bungalows. And yeah, so next week we will have an update again for Manado.
Yeah, and
But
more
this
actually.
and more and more, and
Yeah.
but later on about that. And but this week was all about Lembeh, right?
Uh, in a sense, because yeah, we've been following the news, of course. Things are opening up, and that means Lembeh has been Thalassa Lembeh has been at a virtual standstill for the last 2 years, which means that we couldn't hire people to do maintenance, at least not as much as we would prefer, at least not in
And needed.
like we did normally, and
Yeah.
yeah, and it's definitely needed. So we had Jacob and his team come over last Monday. I joined there as well, and together with Weedy and the girls, they were taking care of the cooking for the guys, for the hungry builders. And yeah, it's been a flurry of activity for the past week. So I would love to show you some of that. For starters, we had to replace windows in the restaurant in the Santai because yeah, those were
Yeah.
basically falling apart. We had to rebuild the Sabar, the pizza bar that some of you have visited. And for those who haven't visited yet, it's going to look amazing. It's going to be a lot bigger than it used to be. Also, it is
It
uh,
looks bigger. It's actually the same size.
yeah. Well, I mean, I've been walking around the building site for this week, and yeah, it feels a lot bigger actually.
Yeah, but it's the
And
same
also because it's a
floor.
bit higher. Yeah, but there's the anyway. We're going into details. We will show you in a bit. We took a ride on our new boat. You've seen a couple of weeks ago that we bought this small boat, and it's fast.
It's
And
really fast.
yeah, and it's perfect for the Lembeh Strait in my opinion. So
Very
yeah, that's
comfortable, I have to say. Very comfortable. Yeah.
yeah, even though
So
sometimes it skims because of the speed, it skims on the waves, but yeah, it's super comfy.
not too much.
Um,
Yeah. Mm-mm.
no, definitely. And yeah, Philip is definitely right.
Yeah.
I feel excited, Simone. You?
Yes, very much so. Getting
Right.
nervous, actually, a little bit.
Yeah. Oh my God, guests are coming. Are we ready?
Yeah.
That's that sort of thing.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, that's definitely, as Hedem says, it's great news. And so yeah, that's
And Herem,
and it
your bungalow will be finished next week.
yeah, that's the first two are out of five, right?
Yes, yes.
Four
Well,
or
the
five?
second one,
It's
five. We will have five. Yeah.
yeah. Um, Yeah, and it's also crazy that we are streaming like this again because it reminds me of 2 years ago when so we're like getting around, but this time it's a lot more positive
Yeah.
in a sense. We started
Mm.
2 years ago doing these streams because we had to think of some way to stay in touch with everyone while everyone was in lockdown and whatever. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
happy that we can do it with a very different smile
And I
on
think
our face.
we will continue for a while. We're not
For
giving up
sure.
yet. Yeah, because
No, no,
none of you will be on our threshold tomorrow. Yeah, you
no,
will be more than
no.
welcome, but I don't think that will not happen. That will probably start somewhere, hopefully June and July, maybe, or later in the year. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And Helen, don't worry, we have our own toasters. Um,
yes.
feel free to use them. But yeah, if you want to bring your own, you're more than welcome to.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, it's a very exciting time, and I don't know about you, Simone, but I don't have the feeling that, of course, everything will be just like it was 2.5 years
Yeah,
ago. It will take a while to get up to speed again, and along the way, we have to pick up on
yeah,
a couple of things as well.
but the general vibes are positive. We get
Yeah,
a lot of requests already, and
yeah,
yeah, I think that yeah. What I also liked was a response on our newsletter, and that a couple of people actually went on Google and posted a picture or gave us a 5-star review. Or
yeah.
so for those who did that, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
And
It definitely
yeah,
means a lot.
yeah, and for those that know our foundation in Holland, the Stichting, um, just to make sure that everybody understands that correctly, because one in a way we got maybe gave you the impression that we passed um, that we didn't give you the correct impression about who is running our foundation
Mm,
and who is always at Duikvaker also. So Rob
yeah,
and Wilma, and Rob is our treasurer, is definitely in how do you say indispensable. Yeah, you say that, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
indispensable for our foundation. So if don't get the wrong impression that he's not with us anymore, because he definitely is,
For sure,
and we're
definitely.
very happy with that.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some stuff about Duikvaker that we will get into after our update, which this time takes place here in Lembeh. So what do you
Yep.
think? Shall we take a look?
Yes.
All right.
Surprise me.
I'll try. We start here with our lovely new boat, outfitted with two 50 horsepower engines. And because it's so light, it's very easy to get around. And yeah, Weedy and me, when we arrived on Lembeh on Monday, we went by motorbike as we usually do, and then we take the taxi boat to the village next door to Baturidi. But we did take a ride on I think Tuesday because we had to do some grocery shopping. So um, and that's Irin. She's the wife of our security guy who's been very loyal to us for the past 2 years. And there's Weedy. And yeah, just skipping forward just a little bit here. So, and that's the jetty of Baturiri, the next village over. And you see how fast this boat is. I'm not
I
good at
heard it's
knots.
only 8 minutes, right, until the harbor.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely not more than 8. I would say closer to 7 actually. It's quite fast. So, and now also, the traveling from the Manado to the Lembeh side is even better now because we have this toll road, which
Wow,
is
it's
amazing.
and honestly only 1 hour and 5 minutes
Yeah,
from the resort here until the harbor.
yeah,
Amazing. One
yeah,
hour only.
yeah. On this beautiful stretch of road that is just, there is no traffic. At least, well, there's hardly any traffic, right? And it's just in fifth gear, and you just keep going, and then you're on the other side of North Sulawesi,
The other side.
the other side. So yeah, that's the update for the boat, and we're now coming to the part. Sorry, I'm uh, I'm
And not so
messing with the
many,
controls.
not so many liters fuel, John. It's quite economical.
And that's probably because it's such a light boat, eh?
Yes, yeah, hardly any draft.
Yeah. And so we come to this part here. Those of you who have been with us, this is a picture from like 3 years ago. Here you see Forni at the foreground with our chef Sophie making pizzas for her guests, and in front of the old pizza oven in what we used to call the Sabar. If you visited Lembeh, it's the restaurant that's down below, in front of the kitchen and at the waterfront. And yeah, these were fun times. So every Tuesday we would have our own fresh pizzas, and this is what it used to look like. Um, and yeah, it was really in need of repairs because there was a lot of rotting wood, and it just didn't look good. And if I just pause this photo here, you can see exactly why it needed so many repairs, because you see the edge of the roof there on the left. It's collapsed by a good couple of I'd say 20-30 centimeters or so. So the pillar that the roof rests on has just basically been eaten away by
Termites.
termites. Yeah,
Beefy putty.
beefy putty. Yeah, or they call it rayap here as well, eh?
Or rayap. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Josine. Absolutely true. And so lupa terlalu lama kasih yang Axel. Come back soon, eh? And so yeah, the place was definitely in need of some repairs, and the guys that came here on Monday, they spent all of early of this week, of the last week, they spent making concrete reinforcement, and this is what it looked like earlier this week. Um, and now the pillars are made of concrete, which is of course great because we don't have the termite problem anymore.
Exactly.
And I think it will feel a bit bigger because the pillars are now on the outside of the foundation of the floor. What do you think, Simone?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, but oh, okay. It feels bigger, and the shape of the roof is a little bit different as well.
Yeah, yeah. And you can see there on the left, it's a bit higher than it used to be,
Yep.
because the
Yeah.
roof used to be quite low, especially, which was a problem for tall people. But now it's
It was
actually at
for
a very nice height.
it was for a reason, because the
Yeah,
south wind can be very strong,
yeah, exactly.
and so that was the reason. We still have to think. Still have to see how the effect is once everything is finished. If we can leave it like that, or that we have to do something else to protect that.
Yeah, and this was another victim of time and weather. The main restaurant in front of the pool. Those windows were basically always open, and yeah, they just were exposed to the elements too much, and as a result, they were falling apart. And here's Umbu sanding down
Yeah.
or grinding down some of the wood.
Yeah, so what we did actually, you remember that I had the windows removed from the restaurant here,
Yeah.
because they were not necessary and it was more airy without them. So
Yeah.
Umbu spent a couple of days together with Mingu to get them on the right size, and then we moved them here. So all the windows are brand new.
Yeah.
They came out of the restaurant here.
Yeah. And that's what this is what it looks like. So I think tomorrow
Yeah.
morning I'm going to give them a good sand down and a coat of paint to make them look really nice.
Yes.
And because for those who haven't been here yet, the old windows, they used to open from the side, like normal windows, but these open from the bottom. They will also stay dry, and yeah, that should last a lot longer. And I think it looks very nice.
I think so too. Umbu and Mingu did a fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm
Paul
gonna
is
just
asking a question.
yeah, he's asking if it's
Uh,
can you now get to Lembeh with the boat faster than with the car?
Wow, it's close. It's close, Paul. And when we drove the boat to the other side, it took 2 hours and 15 minutes to get there. So it
Yeah,
is fast, but now with the toll road, driving by car, it's faster. So,
yeah,
but then again, you still have to go wait for the boat and then get on the boat and then go with the boat to the other side,
hmm
to the island. So I think it's not a big difference. Cost
no,
wise,
I would,
it is, but we
yeah,
we are going to make it an option. Make it an
yeah,
option
to use
with
to
some.
use the boat.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Gwenda, hi there. Good to see you again. Thanks a lot. And she's
And
I'm gonna just
good.
translate. She's saying
And
so much energy and so many developments, and my compliments. See you next week because she just had a hernia operation. Well,
wow.
best of luck with that.
Get well soon, right?
Yeah,
Good luck.
and hugs back. So Windows looking great. Restaurant nice.
Yeah, and then we
Didn't
took.
bother.
I was there that day, and I
Yeah.
brought Omeng. Now Omeng is our is she looks like a kabouter. Yeah. And by the way, that is a Manadonese word, kabouter.
Uh-huh. About it. Yeah.
And she's very short, and she has extremely green fingers.
Mm.
So she went through the garden in Lembeh and got a lot of clippings there. And we went home with big bundles of colorful plants and stalks and everything. And the past 2 days, she and Kartin has been planting them here. So very funny. We made jokes about that because when we were building Lembeh, we took plants from Manado to
Mm.
Lembeh and planted them there. And
Yes.
and and now we're taking them from Lembeh back to Manado. That's where you go. There you go.
Yeah, that was in, if I remember correctly, 2017, right? We had
Right.
a
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
we had the Grand Max, the pickup truck full of little plants in the
I
in the
think
poly
about
bags.
thousand
Yeah,
plants we brought. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's too funny. Because I was wondering why is Omeng following? Because I was like, she's only alone. I mean, what can she do here, right? But basically, she came to steal back some
To
plants. It
steal.
was awesome.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. And she will come again on Monday. So
perfect.
beware.
Yeah, but yeah, she's our de facto gardener.
Yep.
And here's Jacob and his guys making molding for the concrete pillars. And actually, last night they worked until 10 o'clock last night. And
Everybody in good spirit,
yeah,
like
yeah,
always, actually.
Yeah, you can't break them. It's impossible.
Mm. Yeah. So all these coconut poles, they are all eaten. They look
Hmm.
kind of okay, but they're all hollow. The
Yeah,
whole
when you knock
inside has
them,
been eaten. Right?
yeah.
And Monday, the people from the roofing will come and put
Hmm.
a new roof on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is not what we anticipated, but yeah, like Arjen said, 2 years of no activity and not enough maintenance is results in this. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing we can do
And the
about
good
it.
and this is typical in your typical style, Simon. This is also your way of making sure that people are provided for,
Also, of course, that is
right?
that
Yeah,
is definitely that is the major factor actually.
exactly. Yeah.
That a lot of people have an income now.
Yeah. I
And the
mean,
funny thing is, I mean, some companies might have trouble finding good people, but I never have that. I first of all, nobody leaves.
yeah.
That's number one. And then
Mm-mm.
secondly, I never have to find that. Yeah, can
Daglan.
you imagine working in the dark?
Yeah. So let me just. So okay. So last night, I went up to the house here from the bottom of the resort, and it was really dark walking up because between the bungalows, if you walk up towards the staff area, they made these little improvised lighting posts, right? But
Mm-hmm.
they were not working except one. So it's like, wait, what's going on? And then I look behind me, and then I see this building site behind me. So they were planning. They really wanted to finish all the pouring of the concrete last night to make sure that that structure is standing. And so I'm in
Yeah.
bed, I'm reading, and then at 10 o'clock, almost to the minute, at 10 o'clock, all the hammering stopped. Okay, they're done now. They're done.
Okay.
Next
Okay.
morning, this morning, I walked down. Say, hey guys, wow, you worked late last night. Yeah, 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 yeah. But we had a problem. Oh, why? Aren't you done yet? No, we're not because we ran out of nails. So they
Oh,
had to.
oh, that's
So they
terrible.
had. Yeah. So the reason they stopped at 10 was because they didn't have any nails anymore. So somebody had to run next door to the village and buy more nails so they could continue. But now all of that is done.
Good. And yeah, they're on the way back right now. It's payday,
Yeah.
and tomorrow is rest day,
Hmm. And then they
and
come
then
back on
Monday they
Monday.
go again. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some plan for the area in front of the restaurant as well. Yeah, you wanted to make it into a French terrace. Yeah, un
Yeah,
café.
make it a little bit homely. Yeah, a cafe, something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but we had a little engineering problem there.
Yeah.
I think I solved it. I'm not going
Okay.
to
Okay.
tell you now. You will see. You
No.
will see.
All
I
right.
think I
Okay.
solved it.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah,
looks
I
better.
didn't. Yeah. Yeah. And I like the hoisting of the cement in buckets. So you see people, it's all handwork. There is no, everything is done by hand. All the cement mixing, everything.
Yeah.
They
It doesn't
they
need.
worked hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's gonna look fantastic.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, good place to dance, guys, if you're in Lembeh.
Yeah. True. Very true. Yeah, and this was this afternoon.
Our
Place is still
nice
looking nice.
bungalows. and nice rooms, chalets.
And this is our old boat, who will be
Yeah,
which will be sent off, I'm guessing, soon.
yes. This little boat has worked so hard, guys. I bought that boat secondhand with a very small engine in 2000, early 2016, I think.
Yeah,
No, early 2017, yeah, or the end of 2016. And
right.
it worked very hard, going up and down actually every day for a couple of times with sand, with cement, with stones, with iron, with anything that we needed to build these bungalows. And after the construction was finished, uh, we thought it was so sad for this little boat to be abandoned because it worked so hard.
Yeah,
And we rebuilt it and made it into a small dive boat. And we used it from 2017 until we had to close for COVID, actually, right?
yeah, yeah.
Until
And actually, just
2020.
yeah, exactly. I believe in January or February 2020, it was completely refurbished.
Yes, yeah,
The hull, the bottom was completely replaced, and
exactly. And then in March we had to close down.
then the boat was never used since that.
Never
So
used, and
it's
you can't do that with a wooden boat.
no,
It needs to be maintained. Something needs to happen with it.
yeah,
So it
yeah.
was already old. It's beyond salvage. A little bit
It's
sad,
a shame.
but we will give it a seaman's grave. You know, we
Okay,
will. Now, don't start laughing, but we will try to sink it in front of the bay. So we have another wreck. Yeah, you
I'm not
don't say
laughing.
anything. I know. You're not laughing. No, no.
No.
I'm not filming.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. So,
uh,
as far as I know, Jacob, he will try to do that himself this week.
okay, so that will
So,
happen the coming week.
yeah, as far as know Jacob, he will do that, right?
Okay, I will join to document it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Right. Don't get too excited. You might miss the moment supreme.
Maybe, yeah, maybe my hands will twitch and yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Axel,
Herm
that's
is
not funny.
so the Herm is saying that Jacob's building team is fantastic and amazing, and yeah, couldn't be couldn't be more right. And yes, Ernst, and I hope you get to meet them in person.
Yes,
That would
that
that
would
would
be
be great.
nice. Mm-mm.
Um,
Yeah.
now you have to buy a new tuk
To
tuk with
buy.
some hens. Well,
I don't think we will do that, Yvonne, because Tok Tok was actually quite rude, shitting on everybody's terrace and
well,
crying
it's a chicken.
out. It's a rooster actually, and
Yeah,
it was really calling everybody for prayers very early morning
yeah.
at 5 o'clock on your terrace. You don't want that,
No,
so
no.
I don't think so.
I,
So
I
no
would
new
I would
Tok Tok.
also no, and no. I would prefer Lembeh to be a very nice, quiet place where you can really just unwind and relax. You know, I think everybody deserves that up to this point, right?
Yeah, I agree, Yvonne. He was very nice.
Yeah.
But not everybody was, not all the guests were equally enthusiastic about the early bird call.
No, no. Before it was light, he would crow.
Yes.
So yeah. And Paul says that's an extension of the house reef. He's referring to the boat, number 17.
Yes. Not
right?
so much of a house reef, but maybe we can make it interesting with this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's shallow for a very long time, but you had a nice comment from one of the former guests, right?
Yeah, because okay, so there is right in front of the resort is actually already a wreck. It used to be a nearly complete fishing boat, and it was sawn out. It was taken apart because it kind of spoiled the view. But I remember one of our last guests. He liked to snorkel at night, just kind of snorkel around after dinner and with his camera. And he said, yeah, it's fantastic if you just, you can, because it's so shallow, you can just snorkel and just put your camera up to the wreck that's lying there, and there's all kinds of interesting stuff happening. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, that's definitely a worth trying.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, other than that, the house reef is, in my opinion, not super exciting. It's a sandy flat with a lot of seagrass. Over on the left side, there's a bit more coral. But there are far more interesting dive sites right around the corner, actually, from here,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Definitely. Yeah. Mm-mm.
No more rooster. He was a noisemaker for sure. Oh, Yosin is a nice question. I like this.
And well, actually, the wall is still there, Yosin,
Yeah, yeah,
and yeah, we didn't repaint it. It was we felt uh, that would be that would be a shame to take it off because it's still there.
yeah. But maybe she's referring to your side of the woods.
Oh yeah, definitely. We will. Oh, I have to find out where. I
Yeah,
know a
right.
good place.
Oh,
I know a place. Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah.
would you care to kind of lift the
Lift the
tip of the
veil.
veil?
Well,
Yeah.
I thought it might be nice to put everybody's signature on the side of the pool when you go up to the pool. That's a nice flat wall.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I
As
think
long as
that's
people
that's a
don't
nice
see that,
place.
yeah, as long as people don't think that's a free for all for a graffiti session.
Well, yeah, then you really have to plan everything ahead and bring markers and things like
Yeah,
that. Nah, and we have very serious guests.
yeah, I know we do. And oh yeah, Paul says he saw beautiful things on the house reef. Curious to know
Yeah.
what, Paul, because let me know.
Mm,
I did a quick
yeah.
snorkel there, so yeah. Um, Anyway, that's all for now. Oh, you do mean the Lembeh side? Okay, okay,
Yeah.
Yassine. Yeah. It's definitely still there. Whenever I'm here, I'm working from there, from that little front office. Um, but yes, I completely agree. We should have it on the Monado side as well.
Yes, Herm, that is
Ah,
definitely true. That net is amazing,
mm.
and
Is it
I
still
I
there?
like that too. I don't know, to be honest,
Mm.
because also
How
that
far?
is you could snorkel it easier, of course, with the boat, but it's with
Yeah.
the boat. It's 1 minute, 2 minutes maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Um. Yes, Philip, your message is
Yes.
still
Yeah.
there. Mm-mm.
Uh, yeah. It is.
Okay.
There was one sticker really peeling off, but other than that, everyone's comments are still there.
Okay. I
So
lost you.
yeah,
Oh, here you go. Yeah.
yeah, the connection here
Yeah.
is a little bit spotty sometimes.
Yeah. But it's okay. And then,
Yep.
talking about something else, and that's the dive show from next week. So we're going to do something that hasn't been tried before. I think it will be exciting.
Yeah, I
First of
think.
all,
Well,
our regular stream will happen. So at 9 o'clock your time, we still have our live stream.
yeah,
But then we keep the live stream open. So we don't close it at 10 o'clock. We continue.
Yes.
And we continue
Exactly.
it on the show, on the Duikvaker.
Yeah.
So we will have two computers open, one with this live stream and one with Zoom. So if you want to talk with us directly, one of us will be available on Zoom with a headset and everything. So you can have a one-on-one. Maybe you want to talk about the package, or you have other kind of questions. Maybe you want to make a booking. Perfect. We have nice offers for the show.
Yeah.
And we thought it would be funny or to have maybe half an hour live from Duikvaker on our stream. So I think that would be funny too. So we do both. So especially for
it's going to be an event.
Exactly. I don't know if you want to stay awake that long, Philip and Dagmar, but you could go to the Dutch dive show.
Yeah.
So that would be funny, I think. And also Catherine, if she's there. And for those that don't go to the dive show, you can have a quick look, because we have our own reporters on the show, which you see here. The Paul on the right side, and then Yvonne is the first one on the right side sitting. Next to Yvonne is Rob, our treasurer, like I said before. And then we have Nico and Yvonne Lagarde next to me. Axel on the left side. Or is that Axel? No, that's not Axel. That's our Thai guest, Thai friends. And next to Rob is Wilma, his wife. So that's the team that we had in 2020 on the show. So this year I will not be here, of course, and our Thai friends will not be there, but Paul and Yvonne will be there for sure. Nico and Yvonne will be there, and Rob and Wilma, they will be there as well. So we have 6 people there to give a lot of information.
Yeah, and they're very knowledgeable, and they're more than happy to help anyone visiting the Duikvaker show. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, Simone, next week.
Yes, it will be funny.
And and just for your info, we have a special show offer.
Yes.
Right. It's 7 nights in Manado combined with 7 nights in Lembeh, which includes 20 dives and even breakfast in bed service.
Yes, Manado. Right? I don't know if you want to do that in Lembeh too. You could, but in Manado we're going to do that.
Yeah. I don't know. We need tables, I think, for that, or something. But anyway, I think it's a great offer. It's against a very sharp price, and come and check us out on Duikvaker, and come and talk to us as well if you're at the show. Say hi on Zoom.
Just for fun.
We love the interactivity, and as usual, as Paul always says every year, the coffee is ready.
Yes, and Dana, yes, definitely, I will be there on Sunday.
Yeah. So and also we'll be there on Sunday. Perfect.
Herm, to arrange for tickets, that might be a little bit more awkward, because I got information from Diving Holidays that this year they don't do ticketing on the show, and that has to do with the economics of the whole thing. Everything is a little bit sized down. Everybody had a very tough 2 years. So we have to make adjustments, but for sure, if you want to buy tickets, then it will be easy to organize.
Yeah. It's understandable, but unfortunate side effect of this pandemic. And Josine will look at the boat.
Good.
I
I think
think
booth.
maybe she will look at the booth. Oh, the booth. Booth. Gotcha. Gotcha. Please do say hi.
Yes. Yeah, Duikvaker is considerably smaller than former years, but also there the reason is the post-COVID time now. For sure,
Yeah.
everything will be better next year, but I'm happy that we will be there. And thank you, Paul and Yvonne, for making it possible. And
Hmm.
yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. So, as usual, join us next week at the same time that you used to. Um, Thank you, Yosin.
Yeah,
She says your booth is on the exhibit. If you want to know about what you can see and do at the Duikvaker Dive Show, check it out at duiker.nl/Duikvaker Special 2022. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm happy with all this forward movement and momentum, Simone.
yes,
As I said in the
definitely.
beginning,
Yeah,
right? Feels good.
mm-mm.
It
Feels
feels
very
very
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Changli,
Hello,
Charlie,
Shangli.
and greetings back. So yeah, that's it's going to be a fun show next week.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We
I,
will do a lot of
it
screen time.
yeah. It kind of reminds me. I have this image in my head of like game shows where they have like our phone team is on standby. Call now.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
We did this
Yeah.
before actually.
Yeah.
And we did this before when we
Mm.
had the British virtual show. It was also the whole
Yeah.
day.
The
Yeah.
Scuba Digital. Yeah. Yeah.
Scuba Digital. Yeah.
Yeah. That was in a bit of a different setup. Yeah, it was kind of like that, and it was funny
Mm.
because we quickly gathered like fans who were
Yeah.
rallying around our virtual booth, and yeah, managed to show them the place a little bit, and they got really
Yeah.
excited. But this is more than a year ago. I think it's 1.5 year ago already.
I yeah.
This was
April. No,
really,
maybe 2 years.
yeah,
2 years ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was deep into the pandemic, and nobody
Yeah.
could go anywhere. And
April, May. That
yeah,
show was
yeah,
April, May. Yeah.
crazy, crazy. Anyway, um, fun. Looking forward to it next week.
Yep. Absolutely.
Jan datang hari Minggu supaya mau baku dapa.
So Axel wants to meet Changli.
Yeah. Well,
And
Ernst,
Ernst will be coming to the show as well. That's nice,
yeah,
Ernst.
yeah, that would be
And
awesome.
nice thing is that we will have a group of students, 8 students from Holland with 2 teachers, um, visiting us and the school here by the end of May. And the 2 teachers will come to the show also, and to meet Paul and Yvonne and Rob if he's there from our stichting, from our
Mm,
foundation, and to meet and to discuss and yeah, just to get to know each other.
yeah, for the exchange project.
Yes,
Yeah. When was that going to happen, by the way?
the exchange. The
Yeah.
students from Holland will be here from the 29th of May until the 12th of June.
Okay.
And the students from Manado will go to Holland in September.
Okay. That's going to be exciting for them, I'm sure. For both, actually. Right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope we've shown you a nice update so far on the Lembeh side. It's not as long as we usually do, but yeah, like I told Simone before we started, there's only so many angles of a restaurant under construction that makes it look really interesting. But by the time our pool is filled up with water again and the place looks very nice and presentable again, we're going to show you again, of course, and
There
we're
will
going
be
to take
more.
some.
There will be more.
There will be more.
Yeah.
We're going to show. We're going to shoot some awesome photography of both places again. So yeah, things are happening and moving, and the more gets completed, the more we can show you, the better it's going to look.
So you can start making your plans, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're absolutely welcome. Oh yes, and Paul mentions there are nice items for sale at the Duikvaker. Some jewelry, some artwork, books will be for sale. All of that
And
stuff.
beautiful glass. I've
Yeah,
seen some
glass
of the.
artwork.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And all of that, all of the proceeds will go to the Kehidupan Anda Foundation,
Yes.
which sponsors our school. In case you don't know, but I think most of you know that. But yeah, it's always great, and it allows the school to basically function as normal as possible,
Yeah.
and continue. Um, and you
Exactly.
too, Yosin. You also have a lovely weekend.
Well, not only Yosin, everybody. So all of
Yeah,
you have a beautiful weekend, nice Sunday, beautiful weather, Saturday and Sunday, and enjoy. Go out, do nice things, enjoy life.
for sure. And
It's very important.
yeah,
Yeah,
nice
it
to see
will be a kind
so
of.
much excitement.
It's kind of a reunion, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Duikvaker. If
yeah.
everybody that is usually on the stream is coming to Duikvaker and meet up, that's fun too.
Mm-mm, for sure.
Hey, why don't you guys go for a drink? Agree on a time and have a beer together. That would be fun.
And send me the video. And
Yes, definitely.
right, we can do sort of like a Duikvaker thing in the same way that we did the Thalassa dive last year.
Yeah, why not? And
Why
we
not?
can we can and we can have our drink as well, Arjen. We can do
Yeah,
it with them, right?
sure. It might be a little bit early for some over there, but of course.
Cheers.
Cheers. Anyway, you're very welcome, Dagmar. Hope to see you soon. And yes, Charlie, we see you on April 2nd and 3rd. Oh, and also on April 1st, the dive show in Tokyo, the Marine Diving Fair starts, where Satoka is currently uh, under quarantine. Um, and yeah, so she will be representing Thalassa there on the booth of the Indonesian embassy. Um, but yeah, so there's a lot of dive show activity happening all over the world, almost,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing. And yeah, let's do a group picture with the three Yvonnes. That would be awesome. Just the three Yvonnes.
Just only three phones. That will be
Yeah.
so funny. We can make an announcement on the shows. Please, anybody with the name Yvonne, collect
Mm.
yourself in front of the booth of Thalassa Dive Resort.
Yeah. Yeah, you're very welcome, everyone. Happy to do this. And yeah, like Simone said, we will keep doing it for a while to come, because it's very interesting how everything is developing. So um, we have built up quite a body of work over the last 2 years,
Yep.
I will say. So yeah,
Yeah, and that was
that's it
it
for
for
this
this
week, I
week, I
guess.
think. Yeah. Very nice weekend, everybody. Love you
Everybody have
all.
a and before I leave you one more time, please make sure you visit the address below if you haven't yet. Yeah, I know, Simone. Um,
Yeah.
so many of you have really seen us through these terrible 2 years, and it feels great to be able to come out the other side of this tunnel. We're not there yet. We can still use all the help we can get, but your support has been absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
And so, and even yeah, some of you have you know, you've done donations and you've made bookings and you still want to pay for everything. So thank you,
Amazing.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Makes me shy.
and yeah, I agree. And but once again, thank you. you're legends. You're legendary, and we couldn't have done this without you. So thanks again,
Definitely.
and we will see you next week.
Bye. See you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Take care. See you at Duikvaker.
Bye.